the range of what we think and do is limited by what we fail to notice. And because we fail to notice, there is little we can do to change until we notice how failing to notice shapes our thoughts and deeds. So those are the words of R.D. Laing, Scottish psychiatrist. And in Mental Health Awareness Week, I wanted to come on and just make a short film about what we do after we have raised awareness. So raising awareness of mental health, encouraging people to look after their mental health, to know that they have mental health and the importance of looking after it, protecting it and promoting it. But also then what do you do about it? You know, how do you do that? How do you go about protecting, promoting and maintaining your mental health on a daily basis? One of the key things to that I have found is mindfulness, and not just using mindfulness as a form of meditation, but becoming more mindful in the way that you live your life. And clearly you can be mindful about absolutely anything on a day-to-day basis. It's a case of allowing yourself to be still, to be present, and that's a challenge in itself, but taking a small amount of time on a daily basis, and preferably several times a day, to just stop, breathe, be still, be in the moment, and to notice something, to notice what is in front of you. And I often say to people, you know, start with the everyday things, with the things that you do every day and several times a day, such as making a hot drink, cleaning your teeth, taking a shower, changing your clothes, sitting down, getting up, walking up and down stairs. All of those simple everyday activities that we can very easily do mindlessly, but with a little bit of awareness and a little bit of conscious application, we can do very mindfully. And to just describe to you the making of the cup of tea, for example, you know, from putting the water, from turning the tap on to putting the water into your kettle, to notice the textures, the feel of the tap, the coldness, the hotness of the tap as you touch it, the feel of the metal, the weight of the kettle before you put the water in, the weight of the kettle when you filled it, the sound of the kettle boiling as you're waiting for the water to build, the selection of your cup or your mug and your spoon to stir, the selection of your tea or coffee, whatever it is, all of these, an activity that we do several times a day, most of us, that mostly we don't really think about. I just encourage you to pay attention to that the next time you do it, whether it's in the next half hour or whether it's tomorrow, but to really pay attention and to notice what is happening in that moment. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are you thinking in that moment, to start to notice? And when you notice things, you bring them into the light of consciousness over time. So over time, you will begin to notice the subtleties of your thoughts, of how you react, behave, respond to people, situations and events. And that really is the key to allowing any kind of change, because while things remain the way that they are, within the patterns that we have been conditioned and accustomed and taught to behave and to limit ourselves and to be within those parameters, those very rigid, quite often closed parameters of living, thinking and being, we can't grow. So once we begin to notice these things, then we can change something. So in Mental Health Awareness Week, I just invite you and encourage you to notice some of those small things in your life. And if you are drawn to maybe do that a little bit more. I'm Vicki Marston. As always, it's my absolute pleasure to be here with you. I have a website, which is vickimarston.co.uk, and a Facebook page, Self Development Leicester, where I post something which I endeavour to be interesting, uplifting, inspirational on a mostly daily basis. So until the next time, go well and take notice. Thank you.